Hello, this is Taja from Building Models. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on PicMonkey for content creators, cam models, anyone who's interested in learning the few basics on how to use PicMonkey. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a little website card, something for the blog for PicMonkey. You can use it for various things like your social media, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Yeah, so there's a lot of different things you can use PicMonkey for. So this is the basics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up something that I've already made ahead of time to just kind of like speed things up. I've already called it the green boko. Yeah, I made this here. Now I could have downloaded a boko background directly from Twitter, I mean, sorry, not Twitter, from Google, but sometimes you got to be careful and not use things you don't have the rights to. So why not use PicMonkey and make it all on your own? If you're kind of wondering how I got there, I know. I wanted to kind of like cut corners a little bit and just show you a little bit. So what I did to get that beautiful little shape is I changed the size here, 1280. The 720. That is the standard size if you're trying to create a card for like Twitter ads or a YouTube card. We don't want this to be transparent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here to Canvas Colors, and there we go. We took the transparency off. We want a solid color. So I did that as a green. You can do it as purple, whatever. And then put apply. And then I go over to effects. And let's see, scroll down. Let's see, where is that? No, I'm not gonna do lens flare. I use lens flares. I don't know why I keep saying that. And the lens flares are kind of transparent. So if you notice, these are purple and pink already. Those came out green or whatever. It's basically on your background. So we'll do that. We'll pick that one, so you know. And then let's put another one in there. That's that. And now you pick apply. So you can do pretty things like this. You don't really need to like snatch backgrounds. You can make like sunsets and so forth. But I wanted it, ooh, stay small. But I wanted to like tone it down a little bit. Because that's kind of bright. So let's see. Ooh. Blur. Let's make it darker. So yeah, we'll get that out of focus type of look and apply. I mean, you can play around with it. It's just basically your own forte, but I think I kind of like that one over here a little bit better. I don't know. We'll decide. We'll decide. So what I'm going to do is, because this is for cam models, you want to have like a logo or some sort. Oh wait, that's right. Let's go over here and get like a PNG for PicMonkey so that people know what this is about. So when I make this YouTube video, the first thing they see at the beginning on the card is a PicMonkey logo. So I already picked this one over here. I can go over here. I put in PicMonkey PNG, and I got all of these wonderful selections right here, right? I like that one, so I'll go here, view image, and that's, when you put in PNG, it basically has a transparent background so that I know that this entire thing won't go, it'll blend in perfectly. So I'll save it to my PNG folder. Yeah, so I did have one in there. So now that that's saved, we'll go back over to my image and we'll go to the butterfly. That is for overlays, you see? So go there and add your own from computer. And I gotta go back to my PNG folder and I'll just type in PicMonkey logo. And boom, that pops up. Let's move this thing over here. This drives me crazy. Come on, stay put. So now there we have it. Kind of, no, not that crazy about that color. So that's okay. We can change the color on it somewhat. Sometimes it's a little more complicated, but let's see if it goes. So I can just make it white. Yep, we can. I don't know, that orange was a little too Halloween. for me. So let's see what it looks like. And you see how that right there is kind of, it doesn't pop from the background, but that's okay. So I can go over here to back to my overlays, and I can get a geometric shape, something to put in the background. I always try to make the rounded edges work. I can change that color to something that might coordinate there. We'll do that. Now we're gonna make sure we go to the size, because I kind of like the size of my fonts, right? So we'll do that. And it looks like I'm covering it up, like, well, you can't see it anymore. Well, what you can do is you can go here to your layers palette, you pop that up, you see this, it highlights what I want to select, and then I can send it to the back. Boom. There is the PicMonkey. So now we're just going to try to size it up a little bit. And now it's kind of, yeah, well, the committee will allow it this time. So now it pops out, it's still blended in with the background, so forth. What we now want to do is kind of personalize this. So we'll call it the PicMonkey tutorial. We'll go over here to add text, and let's see, what kind of font do we want to use? Do we want to use something that will coordinate with this? Yeah, let's do that. I love this one, so it's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. So there we go. But I don't know. I don't like the color. So I'm going to make it match. I think I need to make it coordinate a little bit more, right? So I can highlight it. And I can make that white too. Boom. How's that look? Pretty basic, right? Now, we want something a little more to pop a little bit. Maybe add another overlay, but I have something that I've already downloaded. I have it in my stash. So we go back over here to my computer and we go back into the PNG folder. Oop, there it is. That was easy. There we go. Now we can, there we go. Do we want it there? You know, it's really cool. Like if you don't like the way it's set, you can actually turn it the other way, turn it upside down with these little arrows or anything like that. But remember, this is all on top. So what if I wanted this to go back a layer? Remember, I can go here to my layer palette and I can just send it back one. I could send it all the way to the back where it disappears. So. Or I want it behind the font. So you can just pretty much play with it. But we want it to be, do we want it in the back? Nah, we'll just do it. Here, we'll just put this right here for now. So we'll do that. Now we need to personalize it a little bit more, or you just announce to people where you where they can follow you at. So yeah, we're gonna get our little icons again from the computer. I've already downloaded them earlier because I do these things like all the time. Please ignore the dildo. Oh my gosh. So these are the different little products. Also, I'm going to do a little tutorial on Legend, which is an app that you can use on your phone. And I think I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab the one from Canva. So people, when they see it, they can get a pretty good idea of, like I said, what it is that we're using. Let me get that one. Oof, big. Make it small. Smaller. Yeah. Let's make this more balanced. I think that works, right? I have their webcam up there, sitting up there all by itself, all by its lonesome. Yeah. Looks good, right? I think so. If I sat here longer, I could take like another 20 minutes for something that really could only take like 10 minutes. So now we're going to go in. I want to go and find a Twitter icon. I could go over to here and look and see. There we go. And see what we got. Look at all of those. Here we go. And see right there, that's how you know that it's transparent. Sometimes just because it's a PNG does not mean that it is. But when you see it come up like that, you know you're in good. It may not show here exactly. Nope, we don't want that. It's back out of there. Yeah, that sucks sometimes when that happens. So there's another one. Oh, these are huge. Let's do that one. Oh, okay, we got one, I think. There we are. So we're gonna right click, save image, Twitter icon, say 2, I'm sure I have plenty of those. So I'm gonna go back over here, close that because it's gotta get fresh from computer. There we are. And let's put this at the bottom. Make it small, kind of out of the way, whatever. And just so there. We're going to tell people to follow us on Twitter. So what logo, which did we use before? We used Lotto? Okay, let's stick to that one. That's here we are. Here we go. People pretty much know exactly what that means, right? So there we have it. We have a card. We have it for Twitter ads, for, like I said, this YouTube video that you're going to see at the beginning. And we just basically put this together in just a few short minutes. It probably could have taken less time or whatever. So yeah, this is how you can start. This can turn into that. It's so easy. So now what we want to do is export it. And it's already called green boko because that's the background. So now I want to do content creators. You know, it's really important, tutorial, to apply the appropriate name to whatever images you have, because when you use it on the internet, we're going to go ahead and save it to that folder. It gets indexed through SEO. So everything that goes on your website, like even if, like I'm going to put this on a blog, you really want to make sure that it has an appropriate name. That way, Google will find it. Google Images will find it. If someone was looking for a green boko background or green background or PicMonkey tutorial for content creators, which is what I called it, and that's a very popular keyword term right now, this will pop up in images like over here. So someone will see it and they'll go, "Ooh, that's cool. What is that?" You know, like someone might type in whatever content creators, that will get indexed. So it's always important. Don't just like name your cards anything. Don't name your flyers, your banners or anything. So if you're doing like a Snapchat sale, name the banner Snapchat sale. If you're doing something for Skype show discounts, name it Skype shows or Skype me, something obvious that will get picked up by Google so that when people are searching things, they can find you. I'm telling you, name every single file, document that you put out there into the internet, because Google collects all of that information and catalogs it, and it just helps people find a path right back to you. Okay, I didn't mean to do that little tip, but anyways, I thought I would say it. So yeah, now that we have found that, I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to come back with part 2, and I'm going to show you how, if you wanted to create your own transferable image, and how that would be done. For now, that takes care of how to create a card, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Let's do part two. I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on how to do a transferable image. For instance, like if you wanted to cut out a shape or a picture of yourself or something. I'm going to do something really simple. So what you do is you go to design, like before, but this time you want to make sure you click this for transparent image. And we're going to put apply. Now what we're going to do, resize it, I guess make it big. I'm going to use the purple background that I made on the first part, the one I just threw together. 720. Gosh, I don't know how to type anymore. So what we're going to do here, this is what you want. You want this to be your first layer, your background, the very first layer you put down. So what I'm going to do is go over here to overlays. What I'm pulling up isn't exactly an overlay, but this is what you would do, where you would go to pull it up. We'll go here, add your own from computer, and let's see where it takes me. I've already given it a name, purple bokeh background. Remember what I said? You got to make sure everything is very, very obvious. So I'm going to pull this over here, and there we have it. So let's say I just like that flare. I don't want all these other colors. I don't anything. I just really like this part. So I'll go over here to eraser, right? And to start with, I'm going to make that eraser huge. So then you just click on it. I can do all of that, get rid of everything here, and just get rid of all of this stuff here. Just want to get careful. I'm only being this like carefree because I'm like really far away from the actual part that I want. And remind you, you can do this with like any image. If you saw something and you just don't like the rest of it, you want to take a cute picture of yourself, and maybe you want to put yourself on in front of a, I don't know, a pyramid. You want to go to Egypt, but you can't go to Egypt, but I don't know. I'm being silly. Now, this is really time consuming. It can be very time consuming, so I'm not gonna like make this nice and neat, but I'm just basically showing you guys the basics or how it would work. Something you can do, because sometimes when you do this and you think you're getting close enough, like here, like, oh, that's close. That's perfect, right? What ends up happening is, I'll show you in a minute. Let me just try to do this as close as I can. It gets fuzzy and it looks out of line and it looks really tacky and like unprofessional. Not that any of us are professionals, but the more you do this, the easier it becomes. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Just to show you. Here, I'm going to have to get some of that starburst cut off just to get in there. Now, if I wanted to get in between the starburst, of course, I'm going to have to make my eraser size smaller. And this is where it can get a little tedious. We all know this, right? We've all played around with paint before. But these are like quick ways to do this. Like they have like background eraser things that you can get. They tend to be more expensive, or you can do this with an app for your cell phone, but sometimes the quality isn't nearly as great. And remember, it's for a cell phone, so the sizing is limited. You can't really go that large. It's micro. So there you go. Oh, you know when you like get really free-handed and you're like, oh no, I did too much? I'm trying to avoid that. So that's what ends up happening, or like it just looks like that. But if you wanted to get really, really close and just get the total starburst, you're going to want to get in there. And then have to clean it up. I think you guys pretty much get the idea of what I'm putting down here, right? So if you ever wonder, like, how does someone like create that image? How does that girl get herself cut out? And this is what she does. This is what they do. So you would export it, and look, it's a PNG. So we're gonna do purple star. I should call it the purple ugly star. But look, everything had disappeared because it's transparent. This, no way, this is just an example. I can do far better than this, but this is just like time sensitive and just trying to make it really quick to give you an idea of the cool things that you can do. So I'm going to put that in my PNG folder, and we're going to do that. Save it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start all over and do a brand new one. So we're going to go to design just so you can see what it looks like. It's the background, just pick a color. I can pick any color. Apply. Now I want to put my new little starburst that I just picked out, and purple star. I keep calling it a star, but it's actually a glare. So you see that right there? You see like that dark outline, obviously what I was talking about, because I didn't get in there and I didn't get really fine-tuned. I didn't clean it up. But basically, gosh, it kind of looks like a water drop, doesn't it? If you want to do a couple of different ones, you can duplicate, overlay. If I want to, remember, switch it different ways. Now it's off the charts. Hello. So do that. That might actually look kind of nice by like keeping part of it here. We can even create a pattern. So duplicate, overlay, turn it around so it doesn't look so asymmetrical, and maybe let's say like one more in the corner over here. I don't know what I'm doing, just doing silly stuff. Maybe I should have put it up here and then did it like that. Maybe just one of them needs to be bigger. That's probably what I need to do, so that I have them all the same size. So I can do that. I'm out of control. I'm losing my mind. There we go. We got a nice little pattern to do whatever it is that we want. So yeah, that's basically how to create an image, and then cut it out and then put it on a different background. I mean, the sky's the limit. I guess you can do it with fonts too, but I don't really know why you would want to do that with fonts. So you can just pick fonts over here. And those are already with the transferable background so far. But yeah, that's really how you do that. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna come back in a moment and work on teaching you guys how to do like a quick meme with PicMonkey. Right, so I'm back, and this is the final part for this video. I'm gonna do another one. Probably put it out for tomorrow for like more tech stuff, but this will be the end of like the fun stuff. This is something you can do for like a quick meme. This is my homegirl Janet Jackson. Who doesn't love her? Miss Jackson if you're nasty. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this iconic picture from Poetic Justice where she's rolling her eyes at Tupac and she's giving him that side eye like, I know you didn't. We're gonna turn this into a meme. So what you can do with PicMonkey, I've already gotten this from Google. Let's see. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get the classic meme. You need your border, you need your square so you can put your wording, the fonts and so forth in it. But of course, I mean, you can make it whatever color you want, but you know, the classic meme color for the box is it's mostly white. So we're gonna change the color. There we go. And we're gonna do this here. So we're gonna caption this. And I think this stuff is kind of cool because I do this on the Bolin Models channel, my other channel, not channel, but Twitter and Instagram. If you guys follow us at Bolin Models, or you follow me, Pussy by the Pound, you'll see me doing like little silly stuff like this. And I also have like a podcast that I'm going to be creating really, really soon. And if you've seen the hashtag, you probably have. If you've seen me use it on Bolin Models, let's use meme. That's kind of like a meme font, right? So let's see. I'm sure you guys are probably seeing this one. That's going to be the name of my podcast. And what we're going to do, it's going to be not just for bullet models, but just anyone, content creators, anyone who's ever done it, everyone, just something fun to talk about. But it's not necessarily to talk shit about our customers, but just to kind of let off some steam and have some fun. And then I'm also going to talk about tips and tricks about the Cammy community, the adult community. It's open to people who do porn, even people in alternative lifestyles who may not work online, who work real time. Just, it's going to be really open. So just so you know, that's what it is. So if you've seen our hashtag, check it out. But this is the meme. So let's see. We're going to caption this. Let's see. What is she thinking right now? You're in free chat. You've been working for a couple hours. You're not quite hitting the goal yet. Guys are acting a little silly. And you're starting to you feel that face, that side eye coming on. So let's see. What are we going to say? We're going to call this. What is she thinking? Say me. When? Let's see. Probably having way too much fun with this. Let's call them freeloader. Let's just call them what they are. Freeloader. 2, 10. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sometimes they just have no clue what we go through. So yeah, can you imagine that? Like, you're working and some guy wants to like throw nickels at you and he wants to see your vajayjay. We should probably put another tag on this one too, right? Let's do not just shit guys say to cam girls, but that's another one I like to use too. So if I want to coordinate that, remember I'm all about coordinating. Let's copy and then put it here. We'll change that color so it matches. Yeah, so yeah, here we go. We'll just put it there. But what's even cool about like, so there you have a meme, but it's not completely complete because we know you gotta have your like emojis and stuff. So let's go and see what kind of cool things that happy icons. There we go. She's not too happy about that, but it's pretty funny. So we'll do that. We'll put that over here. And you can change the colors on PicMonkey. So if you don't want like a yellow smiley face or you want it to keep it into the theme, you can do stuff like that here. And you just add like little overlays and so forth. If you want to make like a troll, because clearly a person who wants to see your precious vajayjay for only 10 tokens is a troll, right? So they have like other little cool things, like what is it? Maybe they don't have cool things on here. But like I said, if you want something very particular, specific, you can download it from Google. You can do a search looking for PNGs, logos, and so forth. And you can create your own little meme. But this is basically just to give you some idea if you ever wondered, because someone asked me that. They said, like, where do you get your memes from? And I'm like, well, I make them. Sometimes I get like iconic pictures. I tend to get like a celebrity picture because I don't want to get in trouble by taking like someone's personal picture, because sometimes you know what, memes get reused over and over again and it's like someone's baby, someone's kid, something like that. That's weird. So I don't think Janet Jackson's gonna mind that I put something that says shit guys say to cam girls. You know, she's serving that look, so whatever. But anyways, that's a little information on how you can use PicMonkey to create a meme. And as you can tell, I did that in like 3 minutes to get it done. But yeah, remember, real soon I'm gonna have the podcast up and going called Shit Guys Say to Cam Girls. And as always, follow us on Twitter. That's where I like to cut up and talk to you girls because you guys are so much fun. And I'll be back really soon with another tutorial about how to do stuff, like how to split cam, how to use OBS, how to use multiple monitors. And then we got something else. Like, this is going to be like a tech week. Like, everything is going to be all about tech going into the holidays because Black Friday is just a few weeks away. So We want to get everybody excited, and traffic is up on most websites right now, especially streaming, and I believe Cammodel Directory is another one that's getting a lot of traffic right now within the network. Oh yeah, and Chatterbait is looking really, really good. So you guys, if you're out there and you're wanting to get that holiday scratch, you really, really want to log in and get your memes together, get your banners together, get your videos together. And it doesn't have to be like a whole lot of work. Like sometimes if it's slow and you're working and you just get frustrated, and you might want to just log off and watch Netflix, because I know I do. You might want to like kind of train yourself not to do that every time. Just hop on PicMonkey and create something. You know what I mean? Like, look how quick I did that, and just put it out into the universe. And then, you never know. It can make someone smile. It can make that one guy get interested when he sees that hot, sexy pic that you created, and he might click on one of your buttons and buy some stuff. So, anyways, this is Tajwa with Berlin Models, and I'm signing off for now. And I'll be back real soon with another video. Bye.